Hey everyone, in this video I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about the expectations and requirements for the final project for our nonfiction unit. So in this nonfiction unit, we have spent some time talking about what nonfiction is and how authors will write nonfiction. So we've talked about the elements of nonfiction. That includes things like paragraph structure, diction, purpose, and tone. We've also spent some time talking about rhetoric and rhetorical devices that authors will use to try to persuade an audience. And we've spent some time talking about research and how we can cite our research properly so that we don't plagiarize when we write our own pieces of nonfiction. So now, we are going to be using what we've learned about nonfiction to create our own Shark Tank proposal. So I have pulled up the PDF document that contains all of the requirements that you need to follow for your final project. The purpose is for you to support a claim using the rhetorical devices that we've talked about during this unit. Your task is this. It says, in this unit, we have explored the elements of nonfiction and the power of rhetoric. Using what we have learned about nonfiction, you will be creating a Shark Tank proposal of your own. To do so, you will need to use your creativity and imagination to produce a product that you will pitch to the loan sharks. The product you may pitch may be real, imaginary, or it can just be downright silly. So some examples that might get the creative juices flowing are these. You could think of a new app, a new tool that makes a frustrating or annoying job easier, or you could even think about producing a delicious food product that you can pitch. In addition to your project, you will also be asked to create a Google slideshow presentation to better support your ability to explain or sell your product. Then, you must also record yourself giving that presentation. In case you're not really sure how you can record your work, I did include a link about how you can use Google Meets to record your project. That link will give you a video that walks you through how to use Google Meets to record yourself giving your presentation. Next, I just wanted to go through your slideshow requirements. So these are the 9 slides that I want you to include. Your first slide should be your title slide, where you give your name and your product. Slide 2, you're going to introduce your product and a claim. So I want you to think of a powerful attention-grabbing quote to introduce your product, and I want you to provide a claim that introduces 3 main reasons why the shark should consider purchasing your product. On slide 3, explain your product. Tell us exactly what the product is, what it does, why it's useful. And then I also want you to consider creating or drawing or sketching a prototype of your project. This will help us understand exactly what your project is. Then on slide 4, 5, and 6, I want you to explain your reasons why we should invest in this product. Consider using the support FIRES for help. Also, to really strengthen your reasons, you should probably do some research. This research will support your reasons why, and because we're using research, you need to be sure to also include your in-text citations. On slide 7, I want you to address a counter-argument. So try to think of one reason why someone would not want your product, and then I want you to respectfully explain why that reason is invalid. On slide 8, you need to wrap up your presentation by giving us a conclusion. So I want you to think of a creative way to summarize your project while also leaving a really good impression on the sharks for you and your product. And then on slide 9, you need to provide your works cited slide. You need to show me with MLA citations exactly where you found your research. Some notes for consideration. Each slide should contain some sort of visual, so that can be a photo, a graphic, a chart. Visual aids are really important during presentations because they can help an audience understand exactly what it is you're saying. Next, your presentation should also be aesthetically pleasing. This means that it should look good, so really consider how you're using font size, colors, images. All of these things should be consistent, organized, and visually attractive. Next, the delivery of your presentation should be as professional as possible. This is a final project. And lastly, your slide should contain enough specific details so that if your video doesn't work out, I can still assess your work. And lastly, I just wanted to provide the grading rubric for you. So if you wanted to know exactly how you would be assessed, you can check out the rubric here. So I'll be looking at how effective your introduction is. I'll be looking at your claim, the transitions and the organization of your project. I'll be looking at how well you use evidence to support your claim. I'll be checking your reasoning. I'll be looking at the formal style and the language control. I'll assess your conclusion, your in-text citations, and your works cited page. So again, if you wanted to know exactly how you'll be assessed, be sure to check out the grading rubric that's provided on the second page of this document. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked to you about in this video, or if you have questions about the project in general, be sure to send me an email and I'll answer those questions as soon as I can. Bye everybody!